Hey, blessed ambassadors, welcome to today's edition of What's on My Mind? I don't know. Today is January the 26th, 2024, and it's the 10th anniversary of Grace Revolution Church. That's right, 10 years ago today, we had the first service in Frisco, Texas, and this guy was right there, so eager to learn what is this church about. I just knew it was different because I'd been listening to Pastor Prince, and sure enough, it was different. And I'm so grateful that 10 years later, here we are, right? That I get to serve alongside you, and I get to know you and just journey with you, right? And that's interesting that ever since Pastor Josh prayed over the three requests, remember that when he prayed, what I heard, what stood out to me was that there's a journey to the three requests, right? That we're not just looking for the destination, for the 1, 2, 3 requests to manifest. It's that there's a journey to it, and enjoy the journey. And it's interesting, since then I have heard Pastor Darren and Pastor Sam and others talking about the journey. So this guy being wise is that I'm going to be in the flow of Pastor Darren and Pastor Sam and Pastor Josh and Pastor Michael, and I'm going to look at this time as the journey. I'm going to, as much as possible, stop looking at destinations and look at the journey and trust that in this moment, whatever's going on, the Lord has me. In this moment, whatever's going on, the Lord loves me, right? And for me, that's one of the blessings of being in this house. And I'm sure for you, I'm declaring over you that you have your own blessings for being in this house. I remember when Pastor Keith, our founding pastor, 10 years ago, talked to me about the first time Pastor Prince approached him about Grace Revolution Church in America. That he wanted to see if he was interested because Pastor Keith was a pastor on staff. He had a family, a young family, and so it would not be an easy thing to uproot them. But they agreed and they came, and I praise the Lord they did, right? But I was thinking about that moment and thinking about and meditating on that today because it's wild, right? That in that moment when Pastor Keith and Pastor Prince were talking, you and I were part of his plan. That the Lord saw us coming into this house. I'll tell you, when I came to this house, I was hurt by church. I was hurt by life and needed what this house had, which is Jesus. And by the way, more Jesus, right? To really know him, to really know his love for me, to really know how gentle he was, to really know that his word is reality. His word is the truth and the power. So that's been part of my journey here. But again, thinking that from that first conversation, it was in 2013, so 11 years ago, that I was in his plans. And it encourages me, ambassadors, because whatever's going on in my life, I can rest knowing that I am in the Lord's plans, that his love for me will always open the right door and it will always close the wrong door. And all I have to do is trust him and look to him. So here's my encouragement to you as well, ambassadors, that from that conversation, that initial conversation between Pastor Prince and Pastor Keith, you are also part of his plan, because here you are. And so thank you for serving so faithfully in this house. It's like I keep saying, I hope you hear this, that you are making not only life-changing differences in people's lives, but you're making legacy-changing differences in their lives, right? Because when they come here and they say, oh yeah, I found a home, then they hear the word and they're healed, and then their children grow up in this house, and then their children's children grow up in this house. And it will be a whole different legacy from what they had before, right? So thank you for serving in this house. I pray you're always encouraged to know that the Lord has a plan for you, and his plan is always rooted in his love for you. And Jesus is evidence of that. All right, guys, blessed anniversary, blessed 10th anniversary GRC. I look forward to 10 more, being even more exciting, even more healthy, more prosperous, more abundant, more fun, more joyful, just more and more and much more of the Lord in your life and in my life, right? I really, really am grateful that you and I are on this journey together. So I love you, blessed ambassadors. Have a blessed weekend. I'll see you soon. Peace out.